Good morning, and good morning especially to Mr. Iran Zimbabwe, whoever you are, whoever runs that country. I'm not talking about ZANU-PF, I'm talking about the politicians. They always save someone.
How do you spell your name?
NQO.
NQ.
NQO.
NQO.
BA.
BA.
NI.
NI.
Yes.
Nokobani.
Ngobani.
Is your name not Shane?
Shane is just a South African name. My real name is
I'm
Ngobani.
calling
That's a
Nokobani.
name for white. Shane is just a name for that white people able to pronounce my name. Because you can pronounce it. Okay, Mr. Iran Zimbabwe.
Did not pronounce it now?
You said Inkobani. I'm not Inkobani. I'm Ngobani.
Nokobani.
Ngobani.
And I'll go on.
Yeah. So I was saying that I don't know whether they are white people or they are what. The people that run Zimbabwe. Okay, God showed me that those that run South Africa are white. Okay, leave the ANC. They're just there. They're just the faces. There's always someone in the background. There's always billionaires somewhere. There's oligarchs. There's plutocrats or whatever you call them that actually run all countries. I'm thinking, and I've got a question with the guy who actually runs Zimbabwe, or the guys that run Zimbabwe, the ones that put ZANU-PF in there, the ones that keep ED and ZANU-PF in there. I'm thinking to myself, because as I was coming to work, I'm asking God, God, how are you going to change Zimbabwe? Because God says He's going to change Zimbabwe. And I'm thinking, obviously ZANU-PF doesn't want to change. They've been refusing for 40 years. Destroying my people. Obviously, China doesn't want to change. They've been benefiting from the country doing nothing. Obviously, Russia also isn't going to bring any change. Obviously, the queen didn't want any change. She died. Now there's the king. Then maybe the king. Obviously, USA doesn't want to see a change in Zimbabwe. Otherwise, they would have done something. Obviously, the ordinary Zimbabweans cannot bring a change in Zimbabwe. They're just ordinary people. It doesn't work like that. You cannot tell ordinary people who don't have guns, who don't have money to go and change their country. How can they change their country? They're just normal people. People who change countries are people with lots of monies and big armies, with political power, financial power. People who run the world. They're the people who change countries. My question to the people who run the world, I'm thinking to myself, what is in your mind? Like, what? Do you like failed states? You enjoy it when Zimbabwe is a failed state? Because I know very well that the people that run the world, okay, they can change Zimbabwe just like this. Things can happen, okay, if they decide to. My question is, why are they deciding not to help Zimbabwe? I was just coming here, and I'm looking at the South African roads. They look nice. You know, here in Cape Town, everything looks like it's a well-run city. And I'm thinking to myself, what is the difference between the people that stay in Cape Town and the people that are in Zimbabwe? There's not really much of a difference. It's just that those that run the world decided to stabilize South Africa and to destabilize Zimbabwe for whatever reason that I do not know. So for how long? My question to you, you who run the world, or you billionaires who have got an influence in Zimbabwe, you are probably white because there's no black person who runs any country in the world. What is in your mind? God says I must ask you that too, because I've been asking God, and then the Lord said, make a video and talk to these people. I don't know who you are. The Lord said I must ask you who run Zimbabwe, or those who run Southern Africa. I don't know whether you are the Jewish people, because I know you always hide behind somewhere. Somehow there is a white person, some billionaire somewhere. It's there. That I know. That's God has taught me enough now to know that these things. But I do not know the specific ones that run Zimbabwe. The South African ones I know. I know the billionaires. God has showed me the billionaires that run South Africa. But the ones that run Zimbabwe, God hasn't shown me who they are. He said, because I've been asking God this. I was walking to work today. I was asking the Lord, no, Lord, when are you going to change Zimbabwe? You see, you keep on saying you're going to change. And since you are a God, you're a spirit. Well, God is not a human being. He doesn't have flesh. Who is he gonna talk to? How is he gonna do it? I've been like pressing on the Lord since last night until this morning, you know, and I had resigned from making daily videos. As you can see, I don't make videos every day. So I was bothering myself. The Lord say, ask those people, ask those billionaires, what are they waiting for? Why can't they change Zimbabwe and make things right? Okay. Because they are there, they exist. So like, and it's not like the people who do not know what's going on, they do know. They see the suffering in Zimbabwe. God say, I must ask you, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Change the country. Change the country. I beg you, please change the country. Please, Mr. Billionaire, change Zimbabwe. I know that the people do not know. People think that we go for election, we vote for CCC or we vote for ZANU-PF, things change. It doesn't work like that. In reality, there is people who actually pull the real strings, the real ones. The real people that they are hidden at the back there. My question to you, because I was posing this question to God himself, because I was angry at God in the morning. And he says I must pose it back to his stewards of the earth, whoever you are. God says I must ask you a question, sir. What are you waiting for? What do you want to see? Do you want people to die? Do you enjoy seeing slavery countries? I doubt so. Is there something that you want Zimbabweans to discover, to know, and then you're going to set them free? Is there a punishment that you are rendering on the Zimbabweans? You know, if you study history, study the history of the Jewish people when they got out of the 70 years of thing, when they were captured for 70 years. Is it King Darius who gave the Israelites money and political authority to go and rebuild the temple in Jerusalem? Do you understand? I'm talking about those that captured the Jews are the same people that gave Jews the opportunity to go and rebuild Jerusalem again. Don't be here when the FBI is going to destroy you. Don't put your face in there. Look at this one, she's brave. She's brave like me. I'm not afraid of anyone. I don't care who you are, whether Joe Biden, you're FBI, or CIA, whatever you are. I'm a child of God. Holy is the Lord. Great is He who lives forever. Amen. So I'm saying with it, King Xerxes, something like that. What's the problem? I'm talking to my people on the phone. This is my GM there. He just likes to interfere in my life. I'm fixing my country. I'm coming now. No, I'm starting at 7:30. It's not at 7:30 now. You see now this operation I'm talking about. How long are you gonna do this? We must fix Zimbabwe. You see now these people that operate us. I must start at 7:30. It's 7:18. They say I must stand up and do their job. They don't pay me until 7:30. Holy is the Lord. Don't play. So Ishan, don't worry, my GM. I love you. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm finishing off. Ne? Thank you. Just 2 minutes. Please. Okay, sure. My GM. So now what I'm saying is this thing. Nehemiah went to build the walls of Jerusalem and basically rebuilding Israel. Being given the authority by the king of Persia, right? What I'm saying is this: whoever is a king against Zimbabwe, you have kept us in captive for so long. Just like the olden king, the olden Persian king, the Nebuchadnezzar of the old, who let the Egyptians go free. I'm pleading you, therefore, in the name of the Lord, please set my people free. Please. And there's nobody else who's going to do it except for you, oh King of Kings, whoever you are, King of the world. Nobody else is going to set the Zimbabwe except for you. Well, Politically, they might not ever understand it, might not see you doing it because you guys hide at the back. Okay? People think that it's gonna be a revolution of the people, but they do not know that there's always people who orchestrate these things at the background so that to have a certain outcome. So I'm saying that may that outcome come, please save the country. It's enough now, I implore you. Please now. Because I was on God's case this morning. Because I was knowing, and then he says, ask them, you know, you now know that there's people that run this world, that I gave the authority to run the world. And therefore, Master, I run the world. You groups, I don't know whether you're in London. Since now we've got a new king, King Charles III. Maybe, perhaps, Zimbabwe will be free. Perhaps his new dawn is gonna bring a new dawn even to the Zimbabwe, nation of Zimbabwe. So do not be fooled because Zimbabwe is actually still Rhodesia. It must have changed name, but it's still, you are still under a British Empire. Whether you like it or not, whether you call yourself a sovereign, blah blah, it's just a political statement. But at the end of the day, there's empires in this world. Alright. Okay. So my plea to King Charles III is he is taking his throne. The defender of the faith. You know, I love the title. It's called the defender of the faith. For the sake of the God of the faith, that to defend. Oh, King Charles. Please. Fix my country. Fix Zimbabwe. Whichever way that you're going to use. I do not know which strategies the royal family uses to fix countries. Please make the country right. South Africa is right. Botswana is right. Zambia is right. Malawi is right. Mozambique is right. Yeah, almost right. Zimbabwe is terribly wrong. Why? For how long? And for what purpose? All kings of the earth, please, this is my plea. I try to quote in the morning until he said, talk to them, talk to these people that run the earth. They know themselves. I don't even know who you are. Please, do something. Please, do something. Especially if you are a Jew, or if you are Jews, I will make you to recall that even your own Jerusalem was rebuilt by the king who had captured you. So, just like Nehemiah asking the king Darius, is it King Darius or King Xerxes, whatever? I would research again. Can't remember properly whether it was Nebuchadnezzar or King Darius. So Nehemiah want to rebuild. Even me, I'm Nehemiah asking now. Just like Zerubbabel, I am also Zerubbabel now. Ask him. And O King, Xerxes, write a letter. Appoint me, okay, to rebuild the walls, and I will rebuild them properly. Holy is the Lord. Because it seems like no one is interested in rebuilding the walls, and nobody is asking the king. Because at the end of the day, there's somebody who must ask the king and say, oh King Darius, oh King Nebuchadnezzar, let the people go free and give us provisions to build their land. Give us provisions to build the walls, the fallen walls of the country, and make things right again. We accept your kingship. And we did you wrong, whichever way we did you wrong. Now it is time that you restore the nations, the fortunes of the nations, the fortunes of your people, the people that you are protecting, the people that God gave to you. O protector of the faith, defender of the realm. We bend the knee, therefore, and say, it is enough. Enough is enough. Mayuyu, Mayuyu. Holy is the Lord. Even God forgives. Even the devil forgives. I'm sure devil worshippers are not beaten all the time. At some point they are forgiven. And I'm sure a human king of the earth also has got a heart to forgive somewhere, somehow. And may the king, if it pleases him, may he provide resources for this Nehemiah to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. Holy is the Lord. Have a great morning. I must go back to my slavery job. I asked for 2 minutes now, so I have to go back now and work. Have a nice day. God bless you. God bless Zimbabwe. Long live the king.